Hello guys, welcome to the day 24 of our coding challenge series, and today we are solving this problem, which is keep multiplying found values by 2. So in this question we are basically again given a nums integer array and then also given a integer value called original, which is the first number that needs to be searched for in the nums array. So the steps that we are going to follow is that if the integer value original is found in nums, so we will update the original value by multiplying it by 2. Otherwise, stop the process and repeat this process with the new number as long as you keep finding the number. So return the final value of original. So for example, in nums array, here we are given this array, right? And the original integer value is given to be 3. So 3 is found here, right, at the first index. So we do 3 times 2, which becomes 6. Now the original gets updated, as you see, according to the condition here. So now we will search 6, right, from here onwards. Then we found 6 at position 2, and then since we found it, so we will again update it by multiplying it by 2, so it will become 12, right? So now then we will search for 12 throughout the array. So we found 12 at the last index here. So then we will do 12 times 2, so we will get 24. And since we don't have 24 in the array, so we will 24 is not found in nums array, thus 24 is returned, right? And since, for example, in the example 2 it says that original value is given to be 4 and the 4 doesn't exist throughout the array, right? So 4 is not found in nums array, thus we return 4, right? And don't do any operations on this particular value then if it's not found. Okay, so let's solve this. I'll write for integer I equals to 0, I lesser than nums dot length I plus plus, and then if original value is found is equals to nums at position I, then we will update the original value by multiplying the previous value with 2, right? And then return original. But one thing that we need to do as an extra step would be to sort the array, to sort the nums array, and I'll tell you why we do this, why we sort the nums array before going to this for loop, is because so in the examples that are given in this question, if we even don't sort it, we get the correct values, we get the correct outputs. But what if array is given such as, you can say, such as 8 comma 9 comma 4, then 8 19 4 2 15 and 3, right? So for example, we are given these values in an array. So in this case, if the original is given equals to 2, so first of all we will check if 2 is equals to 8. No, it's not, so we move to the next value. It's not equal, then it's not equal, then over here 2 is equals to 2, and then we multiply the original with 2, so 2 becomes 4. But the thing is that when we compare 4 here, it doesn't exist, right? Because 4 exists at the previous value, right, at the previous index. But if you consider this for loop, it always moves in an incremented way, right? Like I0, I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5, right? It cannot move back to check again, right? So for that very reason, I am sorting the array so that it's easier to get the correct value. So after we sort this array, so it would become 2 comma 4 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 2 3 4 8, and then 15 and then 19, right? So now if you have original as 2, So after we sort the array in ascending order, so you know that when we compare with the first index, so we found it, so we do 2 times 2, it becomes 4. It doesn't exist here, so 4 exists here. So the original would become then 4 times 8, 2, which would become 8. Then the 8 is equals to 8 over here, so we again do 8 times 2, so it becomes 16. So we compare with 15, so it's not equal, then 19, it's not equal, and we return the final value, which is 16. But in this case, if we don't sort, so we would have returned the wrong value, which would be 4, right? So after we compare 2 equals to 2, it becomes 4, but it then reaches the end of the nums array, and it would have returned 4, which would have been wrong. So that's why we have to sort the array first, right? So that we don't get a wrong value. So let's run this. If original is equals to nums at position I, so after we is equals to nums at position I, yeah, I have to write I here. Let's submit this. So we get a runtime of 5 milliseconds. I hope you understood the code and if you have any questions, you can ask them in the comment section, and then see you guys in the next video.